Factors for acute memory. If someone had to read a list of words for you, it is very unlikely that you would remember all the words on the list. You would be able to remember most of the words at the beginning, some in the middle, and some at the end. This effect is known as primacy, initial words, and recency, words at the end. The only way for a normal person to remember all the words on the list is if he uses a memorization technique to help him remember. You will also find it easier to remember a word if it is repeated several times in the list, or if it is related to the other words, or if it stands out among the other words. For example, the word ruby will call attention if you are on a list of vegetables. To take advantage of your primacy and recency, you must find a happy medium. If you are doing something that requires a lot of thought and you do it over and over again for hours, you will see that the depth in remembering between primacy and recency can be considerable. If, on the other hand, you stop to take breaks, often your brain will not reach its primacy, because it continues to be interrupted. In a more practical application, instead of studying or working continuously for hours, you may want to try to stop and rest after 30-50 minutes of work, just to give your brain time to cool down and to maximize time when primacy and recency are balanced. Contrary to popular belief, being smart is not synonymous with having a good memory or a good retention. You don't have to force yourself to study and understand more in order to improve your memory. The key is in your lifestyle, your attitude, your diet and your habits. You are what you eat. It is often said that your brain is probably the most greedy organ in your body, and this requires a very specific type of nutrition in your diet. It should come as no surprise, therefore, that your diet affects your brain's performance and that performance is good with a steady supply of glucose. Before leaving the house in the morning, it would be great if you could give your brain the fuel it needs for breakfast. A salad full of antioxidants, including beta-carotene and vitamins C and E, should also help keep the brain in good condition, helping to reduce free radicals, harmful molecules. As you get older, your brain is less able to defend itself from daily threats such as free radicals, inflammation and oxidation. That is why older people need more nutrition than younger people. Free radicals are like tooth decay, they build up slowly if not cleaned. As brain cells get older, they sometimes stop communicating with each other. As a consequence, the brain slows down essential processes like thinking, recovering short-term memory, and regenerating new cells. Therefore, antioxidants are essential to maintain not only good health, but good memory as well. Good sources of antioxidants are vitamin A and beta-carotene, carrots, spinach, melon, winter squash. Vitamin C, citrus fruits, broccoli, strawberries, tomatoes. Vitamin E, wheat germ, nuts, seeds, vegetable oil. Studies show that fatty foods that cause arteriosclerosis, clogging of the arteries, are also the same type of food that disrupts neural activities. Cut back on fat and replace it with antioxidant-rich foods. Nothing will replace a well-balanced meal, but to make sure your body does not lack any nutritional needs, it is a good idea to take dietary supplements. As the name suggests, they are supplements, not substitutes. Scientific research also indicates that eating fish can improve your memory. Most fish fats contain polyunsaturated fatty acids DHA, which plays a significant part in children's brain development. Tests show that children who consume suitable foods containing DHA score better on IQ tests than those who take small amounts of DHA. Fish also contains omega-3, the fatty acids that open new communication centers in the brain's neurons. This allows your mind to function at peak performance. Another significant finding suggests that smoking can affect the brain's ability to process information correctly. Smokers are at greater risk of impairing their visual and verbal memories. So, the next time you think about smoking, remember that it is not only dangerous for your health, but that you are also sacrificing your memory functions. Caffeine and alcohol cause anxiety and nervousness. This can make it difficult to get information right into your mind because memory works best when you are relaxed and focused. Reduce stress. Medical research shows that people who are always anxious produce stress hormones like cortisol, which damages brain cells. Set your goal to do something that will relax you every day. Try yoga, meditate, drink tea, take a long bath, whatever works for you. A very effective method to reduce stress is to take a deep breath and visualize that the expected outcome of any situation will come out well. Don't forget to get enough rest. Bad memory is often a result of low self-esteem. After all, it all starts and ends in the mind. So, to have a healthy mind, believe that you can achieve anything you want. Increase your self-esteem and be confident in your skills. Your attitude should support your goals. Cardiovascular exercises, like walking, improve blood circulation and are good for the heart and brain. Research also indicates that walking releases hormones that help regenerate new brain cells. If you get bored just walking, take part in sports that you enjoy. Play basketball, volleyball, tennis, or anything that excites you. By exercising, you can decrease your chances of developing high blood pressure, which contributes to memory loss as you get older. So, get up and move on. Not only will you achieve a fit and healthy body, but you will also sharpen your memory and improve your creativity. Not to mention the fun and camaraderie you will have from your colleagues and opponents. Just like any muscle, you also need to exercise your brain so that it doesn't deteriorate. Get involved in games that will help you think. Talk to people, read informative books, listen to educational films, and make it a habit to continually learn and try new things. Remember that when neurons die, they don't come back. So you better use them, or you're going to lose them. If you think your memory really isn't what it used to be, see a doctor. Sometimes, memory loss can be a symptom of more serious illnesses that can go unnoticed for years, because you really feel nothing but memory loss. Music and memory. Elderly people suffering from dementia have a better reasoning about their origins and personal history, when there was music playing in the clinical area than in silence, during an experiment conducted by Elizabeth Valentine, a psychologist at the University of London and co-author of new research on music and memory. Increasingly, music is accompanying traditional medical therapies to help people heal faster. Experts say that music has the power to calm and energize the spirit. British researchers conducted a test on 23 people, aged 68 to 90, with mild dementia. The test was done with different sounds playing. While asking the questions, the investigators played a familiar melody, Winter, from Vivaldi's Four Seasons, new music, Hook, from Fitkin, or pre-recorded coffee noise, or asked the questions in silence. Over the course of 4 weeks, each person was tested in all 4 situations. Participants answered more questions correctly with sound than they did in silence, and they answered even better when playing music. Whether the music was familiar or new does not seem to matter. The music probably arouses participants and helps them to focus, said the researchers. Sleep and memory research indicates that you can remember the information you are reading better if you go to sleep right after learning. But there are 2 limits. 1. The material you intend to remember must be easy to understand, or you must already have a good amount of knowledge or experience in the topic to be discussed. 2. You shouldn't be too tired or exhausted when reading the material. The next time you need to learn something, try this procedure and see if it works. It worked for me. Learning and emotions. As discussed earlier, emotions and feelings play a very important role in the process of learning and retaining memory. Music has been considered to affect learning and memory in psychologically troubled patients. On the other hand, internal factors such as feelings and emotions must also be considered when retrieving data or decoding information stored in your brain. The creation of a good mood in the production of a better temperament, positive perspectives, or even relaxation are very popular today in the creation of a holistic approach to well-being and mental health. The balance between mind and body and the conditioning that takes place inside your brain can affect the acquisition of knowledge and information. Therefore, it is very important to have a good disposition to perceive, receive and recover emotional and mental information. Here are some of the valuable tips or techniques for mood conditioning that will definitely help to improve your mental abilities. 1. Close your eyes and repeat a song that will help you to recover a very relevant image, scenario or experience. You can also do this by repeating a very positive statement like, "No matter what you say or do, I'm still a worthwhile person." Remembering those words can also increase confidence during exams or during a learning period or even in daily struggles. By saying positive things about your life, you are increasing the chances of associating your experience with a pleasant feeling, and this will help you remember more of the good things than the bad ones that can bring you down. 2. Imagine the face of someone who has brought you down in the past, for example, a family member, a teacher, a friend, or an ex-boyfriend. After getting your face image, say, "No matter what you say or do, I'm still a worthwhile person." This will relieve you and put you in a positive conscience to deal with people or strangers. Mental imagery can also relieve you of stress caused by bad or traumatic experiences. 3. There are several physical ways to improve the mood or the place where learning has to happen. Scented candles, aromatic objects, or the creation of the illusion of relaxation, with the use of green or calming colors, such as pastel, earth tones, or non-solid tones, are some of the practical ways to help you relax and at the same time learn or acquire knowledge or information. In uncontrolled environments, which require spontaneous reaction, it will be even better to create mental images, imagining the blue and calm of the sea, or a very refreshing scene of a green field, while performing the tasks or learning actions.